Hello folks, Come With It here, welcome to the channel in this video. This is from a daily race C back in August 2024. Just about to go on holiday. I had one chance to do this race. I would have loved to have absolutely caned it, but this is my one and only attempt. Here goes. I was expecting a punt at turn 1, and I got it. Followed by chaos for all. Oh, another punt. Same guy, by the way. More dirty tyres to start the race, lovely. Damage. Can't accelerate. Getting felt up by German. Unfortunately, I'm about to punt this guy, but I did wait up for him. Oh, everyone's driving through me, but that's okay. Not too good at the GP track. Nurburgring. Nordschleife is my stomping ground. There's a lot of people here, not used to the tracks at all, braking in places where you wouldn't normally in this car. Oh, the old follow the leader into the wall. Obviously he's not the leader, he's in front of me. Oh, and there we go, there's the brakes, slowing me down, get a whack. Engine damage. So from that shaky beginning, getting sent nearly all the way to the back. This is a pure recovery race. Let's see what I can do. This guy showing the type of skills that will get you in the Australian breakdancing squad. You'll see a lot of that. The car's facing the wrong way. Parked very irresponsibly on the side of the road. Stopping for a picnic in the sand or on the grass. So I can't remember if I was still driver rated D at this time, or had made it into the C's. I think it's the latter. I think I just made it into the C's. Unfortunately, I'm back in the D's again now, beginning of 2025, due to a whole load of dirty drivers. But such is life, such is GranTurismo. Not so much traffic. At least I can stretch my legs a little bit now. Oh. I wish they configured this race to use the RedBull X2019. A bit more downforce than this car. You can take it to ludicrous speeds around bends. This one, a bit more downforce than a Formula car. Well, Formula 1, but not magical downforce. It's great, it's not magical. The X2019 is magical. And then of course you've got the Tomahawk, which just is ridiculous. Ridiculously good if you can handle it. Ridiculously frustrating on the learning curve. And I don't know if you can call it a learning curve. It's cursed so much, you basically got to learn how to walk on the ceiling. Normal gravity applies. Barbecue! Got a bit nervous there. Oh dear. Oh dear again. Well, at least penalty guy can have a slipstream. Now I'd advise anyone that finds these RedBull monsters difficult to tame, download replays of people who are fast in them. You've got to drive them differently, but it's more akin to a Formula 1 type way of driving. Personally, I love high downforce cars. They're really difficult, but once you get the knack of it, it gets a lot easier. They're really difficult to learn, to first grasp, to understand the late braking, the having to keep up speed around corners to keep the downforce active. It can take a while, it can be frustrating, but watch people's replays where they showed the inputs. And by the way, to make things easier, this car will spin up its tyres so easily, even raising the softs. Traction control. I've got it on number 3 out of 5. I'm a regular traction control driver, usually on 1 or 2, but this beast, I like 3. It just gives me the ability to get around some of the curves, like a bit coming up here, without too much worry of on acceleration oversteer. A bit like the guy in front. Traction control can really help. I'd stay away from the other driving aids on cars like this. You don't really want want anything influencing your steering, like counter steer assistance or active stability management. You've got to learn when this car will be planted, when it will be unstable, when to take it easy and when to push. That's part of the whole joy of learning a car like this, and getting faster and faster and seeing your lap times decrease. Overall, every time I boot up GranTurismo, I go around the ring in either new cars I've recently bought, or if there's none of them, I get out the RedBull X2019, see if I can beat my lap time, and maybe do 2 or 3 laps. Yeah, it's another person a bit nervous here. I'm having to really back off, kind of sort of let them go a bit. Their connection was a bit laggy as well, which explains they're wiggling all over the place. Yeah, and that's why I held back. Thankfully it ghosted. Just as I'm trying to record this voiceover, there's some sort of car horn going off like it's a car alarm, probably is. This is a crazy area, it's not a place where I'll ever get anything quiet enough for a really nice quality voiceover. And I'm just using the microphone built into my MacBook Pro. This is I would have said low budget. I mean, Mac Pro isn't exactly low budget. And if you want to know what wheel I've got the Thrustmaster TGT2. Got myself that in the sort of COVID times. Just after a second-hand G29 I bought when we were in full lockdown. Busted apart. Couldn't be bothered to try and get it back to CEX during that era of stress and misery. So I treated myself to TGT2. That cheered me up. It was a lot nicer than a worn out G29. But G29 certainly does give you a huge depth of emotion over a controller. If in Thrustmaster, I wouldn't budget for anything less than the G29. Now Thrustmaster does new PlayStation compatible direct drive has come out. The TGT2 seems really expensive. It's more expensive than the direct drive. I kind of wish my G29 had lasted until Thrustmaster's direct drive came out. I would have been right on that. All I have got to say, I do love the controls on TGT's wheel, and unfortunately I cannot upgrade the base to the direct drive because that wheel is not going to be compatible with that base. All the other Thrustmaster wheels are, not that one. Anyway, back to the race. I've made it to third. I mean, I would like to think I'm alright at the Nurburgring. I know people aren't so used to it, especially in cars like this. But it's a long track, you're pushing, mistakes are easy and at that speed, you know, one blip and you're off. And that's it, dirty tyres, slowed down for a while, puzzle damage, slowing you down in other ways. It's a tough race, and I absolutely bloody love it. Didn't like the chaos at the beginning, but maybe only one or two dirty drivers messing everyone around, but once we all get going, they quickly get left behind. If anyone wants a copy of this livery without my name plastered on it, give me a shout in the comments. I'll do an editable one, of course. You stick your own choice of colours underneath those black stripes, change the black stripes to white stripes. You know, do your thing. Thing doing is the thing to do. Ain't nothing but thang. Thangs is strange. Nurburgring thang. Daily thang C. RedBull X20 thang. You know what's coming up? You're a gym of fans, Rebel Tree. I was saluting Rebel Tree as I went past. You know, I never get miss, hit, miss correct. It's always hit, miss, hit. Or miss, miss, hit. I think I got it right once, but I hit so hard, bloody rolled the car. Leave me a comment if you think this is one of the greatest tracks in the world. I know it's not suited to all sorts of racing, but blasting around this road, I mean, if you don't like it as a racing track, what about as a driving road, a driving experience? If you want to call it a racetrack, whether you want to call it a time trial track, doesn't matter, it's an experience. And it's one I first came across in GranTurismo 5, which was my first full GranTurismo that I owned and played regularly. I'm old enough to have been around for the first GranTurismo on the PS1, had a few goes at that at my mate's house. Didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was spinning going down the straights. Couldn't make it round a single corner. Mate just laughing at me. I thought, this isn't for me. I'll stick to micro machines. Maybe dig out Pong from the loft. To be fair, at the time I was a Wipeout head on the PlayStation 1. Hence my love for this kind of malarkey. That's the future, baby. What you're about to see here is some non-existent wheel covers. Look, watch this, look. Where are they? Where are they? Look, they're back on. You may hear some shuffling and rustling in the background. That'll be my mate Russell and my mate Shuffy. No, it's just, this is my living room. I've got no creator's studio. I mean, I say that. I've got a good sound system. Produce music in here. But digital stuff. I don't sing or play acoustic instruments, so I don't need a microphone. You know, I'd actually be a bit scared of going to the Nurburgring in real life. I'm scared of the Nurburgring. I'm not scared of the other drivers. I'm scared I'd forget I was in a real, normal car. And I'd start driving like this, expecting this much grip. I think this is the first lap. I can do this corner at full speed. There you go. No lifting, nothing like that. So you might have noticed that everyone had pitted a lap earlier than me. The consensus was do 2 laps on mediums, 2 laps on softs. And I was thinking, there's no way I'm risking a second lap's tyre wear at the end of this and messing up. The mediums were, you know, they were doing well. So if you rewind back to the state of the mediums when I pitted, and then when you get to the end of the video, see the state of the softs when I end. I think this was the right strategy. It gives me a lot of clear track as well. Another reason I've got a lot of clear track is Benji, some kind of alien. He's either alien or he's lucky. No one punted him off earlier or anything. I didn't really like these soft tyres. After driving on the mediums and feeling the mediums gradually wearing. The mediums I felt spoke to you a little bit more. You could feel the beginning of slip, do something about it. With these, the moment you started slipping, you were really milliseconds away from losing it, so I was actually taking it a little bit easier around here than I probably did on the mediums. It's certainly a lot easier than I do on the X2019 with softs on. With the extra downforce, there's just no braking during this roller coastery bit. So there it was, got comfortable on the softs, thought I'd push it, overheated them on the braking and turning, and off I went. But while I was there on a little brief holiday, I drew a cock and balls in the sand. It's very childish, I know, but there's nothing funnier than a comedy penis. A comedy penis drawing, that is. We'll keep talk of comedy penises for the pub. Well, here it is. The last stretch.